What's up, everybody? It's Oneplusonequals 9 coming at you today with some more ARC stories. And today, we're going to be making some babies. Now, they did recently add that where you incubate and actually hatch and then grow the baby dinosaurs. So today, we're going to start it off with the dinos. Because I figure I have a ton of them, so I should be able to at least get 2 eggs out of them. 2 at a time. And have a pretty decent success rate in figuring out what it takes to hatch them. Plus, they're pretty small, so I can imagine it's not too demanding. Now, back here on our wall is where we're going to go ahead and actually set up our pens. I'm going to go ahead and make one for the Delos. I'm going to go ahead and make one for the Triceratops and one for the Carnos. Because you have to set them to wander, and of course, since there's this big open area, if they wander too far, then that cancels out the whole mating thing. Now, I don't know why Sky and Charmander's names have been mixed up. It's supposed to be this one Charmander and the gray one Sky. But, well, yeah, that's weird. We'll get to that later. Because even Null and Spot, their names are fine. I just noticed that. That's really weird. Alright, but yeah, we'll get to that later. But for now... Yeah, for now we're just gonna go ahead and make the pens, and let's have a cool montage about it. Why not? Let's go! And here we go. We're done with the pens, and they're already starting to mate. You could tell not by that poop on the floor, but by the hearts, the triple hearts over their heads. That's okay. This, for some reason that looked like it was mine. Why does it say nitrogen though? That's new. It's never said that before. I never. I don't know. Maybe you could do something with that later on. Who knows? And it's just stones. But yes, you see those red hearts? That means that they're mating. And there it is, the mating progress bar down there. And it'll even tell you like who they're mating with. Let's see. Currently mating with Charmander. Ooh, Tiny and Charmander. Okay. That should be good. Actually, that should be really good because Charmander is my strongest Dilo. Now, the thing about the eggs and the babies, they actually inherit the stronger stats from the parents. So whoever naturally has the stronger stats, that's going to be passed on to the baby. So say if you have a Dilo, for instance, who had like 1,000 health when you got it, right? And then you've upgraded it so it's got like 2,000 health. The baby could potentially get anywhere from 1,000 to maybe 1,500 health just because the parent had such high amount of health. Alright, so we skipped ahead a little bit. Just because this whole mating thing, I don't know what's going on. The Delos, they're in this small pen, but they somehow managed to walk just far enough away from each other to stop the process. So, see, ready to mate, nobody's mating. Meanwhile, next door, while waiting for these guys to mate, I added another pen for the Carnos. So hopefully, they don't really have a room, so hopefully they just stand next to each other and mate. But let me close that door and make sure nobody gets out, because these guys can actually walk through the doors. So let's try this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and try to make a smaller pen in that corner, just so that way they're cramped in there. And hopefully doing so, they'll be forced to stay next to each other, just much like the Carnos next door. Because yeah, they keep going just far enough, and it cancels the whole thing, which kind of sucks. All right, so let's let me put this one down, and then I'll try to put another wall and try to trap them all in there. All right, get in there, get in. Come on. We're just waiting on you, Tiny, Sky Tiny. Yeah, you name changer, you. Come on, you guys, get back in there. Nope. Aw, come on. Alright, well, at least that's 3. Oh, damn it! I think he was trying to get in there. That's fine. We'll just let you stay out for a while. Alright, so hopefully this does the trick. Keeping them in that small little confinement will make them mate and stuff. Because it was just taking too long. Let me see if I can add a roof just to make it better. At least in here, you know. Insulate everything. Nope. Requires nearby foundation support. Damn. Alright. So we can't put it anywhere. I mean, there's the fence foundation. What? What? Stanley, what the hell are you doing in here? How the hell did you get over here? Oh, okay. You can just walk right over that. Impressive. Okay, so yeah, he just walks right over it. Okay, that makes sense. So I guess I have to build more walls there. Okay, we'll deal with that later. There they go. There goes Tigger. Okay, so you guys, what's going on? All right, well, at least you're mating. There's the mating progress bar. So this process does take a little bit of time. I think it was like, at like 20 to 30 minutes, it was almost full. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward from here. And you'll notice there's gonna be a lot of fast forwarding during this episode. But it's because a lot of these things take time, apparently. So I don't want to sit there and make like a 5-hour long video. That'd be too much. So we're gonna go ahead and fast forward while I get everything ready, and we'll BRB. All right, so we're back, and they've made an egg. So let's go ahead and knock this down and check it out. Look at that little thing. Ah! It's incubating. Parents, Charmander, and Spot. Oh, that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a pretty damn good baby. Alright, so as you can see in the HUD, it tells you if it's incubating. Oh, hey, look, we got another one. Oh, nice. This one was Nolan's Spot. Awesome. Alright, so we got 2 babies. And alright, so they're currently incubating. And as you can see, the yellow bar is egg incubation. Once that goes all the way down, it's going to hatch. But egg health, if that goes all the way down, it's going to die. So we have to incubate these things. Which, I guess right now it's hot enough outside. It's at a good temperature, so they're fine right now. But we'll need to go ahead and craft some some torches. Some torches and maybe even a campfire or two. Just because that's what's going to keep them warm when it gets too cold. So let's go ahead. Let's do this in stages. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and hatch these guys. And we're going to just come back and back and back in stages so we can see everything as it happens. Just because I can imagine this might take a while. I mean, it shouldn't take too long because they're delos, but I can imagine it's going to take a while. So let's go ahead and hop forward to when they hatch. Alright, so that actually took a lot longer than I expected it to. But as you can see, we're going strong. We're almost there. And the egg health, you really have to keep an eye on that because that drops so fast if they become too hot or if they become too cold. Like, I think if they become too cold, it drops even faster than if they're too hot. So you really have to keep an eye out for that. But this one, it's neck and neck. Hopefully I can incubate it faster than it'll die. The other one's doing a little bit better, but it got away from me. You really have to spend a lot of attention on these eggs, on the eggs, and I imagine the babies too, because this is some crazy realistic kind of stuff. Like, you have to fend for them. Not even the parent dinosaurs fend for them. That's all on you. So let's go ahead and get these guys hatched. Alright, and we're back, and look at that! Oh, we made it just in time! It hatched, yay! Little baby Dilo. Hey, come back here. So now we have to go ahead and imprint on the baby. He's level 8 already. Nice. That's stronger than some of the Delos I've caught starting out. Let's come back here. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna name you appropriately. We'll name you Tiny because you're so tiny. You're so small. Alright, so... Wow, look at how tiny this thing is. Like, when they... Tiny is a very fitting name. Alright, so basically we have all the normal options here. Let's go ahead and give him... Let's go ahead and access his stats. He's got pretty decent stats starting out. Melee damage 301%. I guess that's higher than usual. Alright, so I guess we gotta go ahead and feed this guy. So let's... where's the food? I hate to really say it, but I don't have any food for this baby. Let's see if we can spawn some food in. It's 12 food. Yeah, Marmy. Okay, let's go ahead. Are you really? What? Damn. That fast? That's all it took for that one. 5 seconds. Damn, you gotta be on top of this shit. Alright, so we have the second baby hatched. Let's go ahead and imprint. Let's go ahead and come up with a name really fast. Tom. That's good. Alright. So let's go ahead and give him some food. And okay. That shit, they didn't give me much. 0.5, yeah. Okay. That's great. So I guess... Damn, that sucks. Is he gonna eat it? He should eat it, like everything eats. Let me see. Can I increase the speed of things? Let me try. Nah, his health is still going down. Like, it'll go up for a moment, and then it just comes right back down. No matter how much food you give him. Damn. Well, let me give you some more food. There you go. 100 food should be good. Let me see. Let me try this. Let me try like a bulk of it really fast. Maybe that might, cause like look at this. But his food went all the way to 300, but it's still dropping. Just like his health's going up, but it's still dropping. Yeah, I don't think we can actually control any of this, or try to accelerate it, because it doesn't seem to be working. Damn. All right. And he's still just at 5. Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna keep at it. And we're gonna go ahead and do this in stages now. So, BRB, peeps. Alright. So, you may be wondering, why are there new eggs on the screen? Well, unfortunately, I forgot to notice and even mention that when they're born, they're set to follow you. So, needless to say, I wandered off with Charmeleon and the baby starved to death because I didn't come back in time to feed it. But we also have this setup. This is where the 2 Carnos were. We have the Triceratops going, and we're currently trying to hatch these new eggs and that Triceratops egg. So hopefully this pans out better. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and try with these new Delos and hope things work out much better, because I have a lot more food now. So this should hopefully work good. And here it goes. There it, yay! We got it hatched. We're all gonna name you, Tony. Why not? Now, you know what? Let's name... What should we name it? Let's name it Jessica. There we go. So I think it's a girl. Yeah, it is a girl. Okay. Cool. Good thing I didn't name you Tony. That'd have been funny. So let's go ahead and give you some food. And we're going to check to make sure you have food. And we're going to keep an eye on the other one. Alright, so you're good to go. And there's the other one. The other baby hatched. About time. Let's see. So let's go ahead and imprint. And we're going to call you... let's see. I'm going to call you Cindy. That's a good name. So we got Jessica and Cindy. So, alright, so these two we're going to pay more attention to make sure they actually grow. Now, we also have to pay attention to the Triceratops, just because we don't want nothing happening to that one either. So let's go ahead and check over here. And that's okay, it's still an egg, so it's still got a while to go. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and grow these two so that way they become nice and big Dilophosaurus. So let's go ahead and grow them all the way as much as we can. Let's go ahead and do it. Alright, so now we have them side by side, and as you can see, their weight has increased because they are growing. But I did put them next to a full-grown Dilo, just to kind of compare as we go along, them dynamically growing, which I think is pretty cool. And of course, this Triceratops egg is still incubating. This thing takes forever. I think it's been like a couple of hours now with that Triceratops egg. At least an hour has gone by, maybe 2. So yeah, so this is gonna be good. We're gonna be able to go ahead and see them dynamically growing from here on out. Alright, so being that we're making babies, grown babies, I figured why not try alpha T-Rexes, just for the hell of it. So normally, of course, you can't tame them. You can only kill them. But there's the console codes, so you could spawn them and tame them, because you can't tame them at all. You just kill them. That's it. But I wanted to see, just as a test, to see if they actually could mate, which apparently they can, and they are. So we're gonna go ahead and wait for that to happen, because it seems to be taking actually a long time here. So let's go ahead and get that egg. Alright, so here we have our incubation room, which is this little kind of hut thing that I made. And it's actually really good for incubating because it kind of insulates the egg just slightly, rather than just leaving it out here. So let's go ahead and check back in on the delos. It's been a little while. They have started running around, but there is, who's that? It's that Cindy. That's Cindy, adolescent, and there's Jessica. So, as you can see, they can hold a lot more meat now. Plus, obviously, they're growing in size. So that's pretty cool. And of course, now, since they're adolescent, they're actually at juvenile stage. That's when they start eating out of the feeding trout. So you actually don't need to keep putting meat into their inventory. So we have them. They're growing, so we can actually leave them alone for a little bit. But it's you still want to tend to them just to make sure they're okay. So let's go ahead and hatch this egg into a baby Tyrannosaurus. Hopefully it's going to be an alpha. I don't know if it's going to be an alpha T-Rex or a regular T-Rex, but let's go ahead and hatch this thing and see what we get. so here we go. It hatched. And let's imprint. Let's call him Tiny too. Let's give him some meat. So I want to say it's a normal T-Rex. Just because its health is only 1800. I mean, yeah, that's a good amount, but that's not like alpha status. Usually alphas have like a lot more than that. They'd have like 10,000 health. But the rest of its stats are really good. 588 stamina, 550 weight, 210 melee damage. So overall, it's actually pretty good for a baby. And like I said, I'm glad we actually got something out of it. I wasn't too sure if we would, just because they were alphas, but it's like a pretty easy way to get another T-Rex. Now, I'm not 100% sure how long this is gonna take. I mean, it could be hours. It could be hours. Hopefully it doesn't take longer than like a day. But considering the Delos, they're still growing, and they've been growing for a couple hours. So I really don't know how long the T-Rex is going to take. But I do want to at least make sure, I keep a good eye on him and keep track of what he's doing, just so he doesn't die or anything. So I'd really hate to lose a baby alpha T-Rex and then have to try to get another one, considering how long it took. Well, I fast forward and I clipped through, and that egg took like 5 hours to hatch. It wasn't fun. So that's what I'm saying. For this baby T-Rex to grow, since it took 5 hours to hatch, I can imagine it's gonna take some time to grow. But how long exactly, I don't know. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna go ahead and bring him closer to the full-size T-Rex, just so we can kind of get a size comparison and gauge at where he's at as we progress through this. Because I can imagine he might end up taking more than one episode just to grow, considering how long it takes for him to grow. But look at the size of him. He is tiny. He's smaller than our character is. Smaller than we are. He's small, little guy. But I can imagine he's gonna grow. And when he does, it's gonna be really cool. Yeah, so like I said, he's still very young. So I gotta keep feeding him the meat. So hopefully he won't take too long to get to adolescence, so that way I could sit there and do stuff. Now I'm hoping, because he's a T-Rex and he's bigger, that once he starts growing, he'll start growing faster. And I've already spoken too soon, because it's already growing. See, now it's 0.51. In a couple seconds, it's gonna be 0.52. So that's good. See, so he's actually gonna start growing a little bit faster than the Delos did, which is what I expected. But yeah, we're gonna keep a close eye on him and make sure he grows good and doesn't die or anything. But yeah, no, so now we know that we can indeed get baby T-Rexes from alphas. They're just not going to be an alpha T-Rex. It's going to be a normal baby T-Rex. But nonetheless, hell, that's an easy T-Rex right there. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up here, and we're gonna go ahead and grow this T-Rex. But like I said, we'll be able to see his growth as he progresses throughout the coming episodes here. So stick around, watch him grow, see what we have in store coming up next time, and we'll catch you on the flip side.